Stuart, I understand you're retiring from Sapphire tomorrow, and you're one of the founding members of Sapphire. So I wondered, could you tell us about how everything started?
After I left school, which is 52 years ago now, 1970, I worked 4 years for a small builder, became a foreman on his building sites, doing extensions and complete houses. At the age of 20, when I was 20 in 1974, I had the determination and vision to start off a self-employment and start my own business. I rented a small garage at the end of the street, and I started building storm porches and then progressed into small extensions and internal alterations. My brother Andrew, who's 7 years younger than me, joins me when he left school, and we developed the business together very well. The full house central heating systems we did, also refurbishments of complete kitchens and bathrooms.
Tell me about the balustrade side of things. How did the balustrade come about?
After 17 years of working in SP House Improvements, we were offered installation work by a balustrade manufacturing company in Manchester. We very much enjoyed the installation projects, so Andrew and I considered how we could get more trade out of our time and make a business out of it. We wondered if we could manufacture balustrades in stainless steel. We needed a company name that resembled quality, so we considered all the precious stones names and decided on Sapphire as our brand name. Thus, in 1992, Sapphire Systems was born.
Well, that's really interesting, Stuart, to hear about how the name Sapphire came about and the brand that's carried on to this day. So, what happened after this? How did it all develop from here?
Well, we started in very small circumstances, really. We invested in saws and drills and welders and polishers. Started in a small domestic garage. We cut tubes to length and sent them out to tube bending company, or we took them there rather, and then collected them later. And then we started out to learn how to drill stainless steel and how to weld it together. We had some leaflets printed which were mailed out to prospective contracts, employing a lady in the office to assist us. We soon moved to a small commercial premises, took on more staff to assist in the manufacture, with the powder-coated range, which we called our Opal range, and then the polished stainless steel range we called our Onyx range. So this Onyx range led us to win many contracts in swimming pools and complexes. We then pushed out into offering and making handrails in polished brass, which was called our Ruby range. I remember installing some of these in luxury hotels in central London. Another important development was our crystal range of structural glass balustrades, which led us into the retail store market. We were specified to be used in all Primark new and refit works for some years.
And I've heard that you used to do a lot of staircases. Can you tell us a bit about building complete staircases?
Yeah, most of the staircases we built were in mild steel. Some were powder coated, some were quite complicated, spiral ones. One I just remember, we fully fitted and built in our workshop with stainless steel balustrades as well. And then we took it to pieces and took it on a hired lorry and on an overnight ferry to Guernsey, and we installed it on the island of Guernsey, which was the very first McDonald's they had on the island.
Very interesting. So another major brand like McDonald's that you've worked with in the past to help grow the business. Now we use aluminium today in the balcony system. When did you first introduce aluminium as a product?
Yes, the final balustrade development we did was to add a aluminium balustrade system to our range, which we called our Aluma range. These extrusions were imported from New Zealand and found they work best for horizontal balustrades on walkways or around pools, etc. And this range led us into the balcony market, and we won several large balcony contracts with good repetition, which finally led us onto the complete balcony solutions that we offer today. And we moved to larger premises in 1995 and 2000, and again in 2006, growing our turnover by about 20% year on year. So I trust this gives a little insight into the background and development of Sapphire over its 30 years of progress from 1992 to 2022.
Just thinking through your years in business, what advice would you give to a younger person that's coming into the business world?
A committal to a product line is essential, that you believe in the product you can sell and you put your heart and soul into it, and commit yourself to do everything you can to develop it, because everything has a progression in life, and there's always more to work out and go into, and the market changes and the needs change. But if you can just put your heart and soul into it, I think it's a good thing to commit yourself 100% to the project.
Excellent. Well, that's a fascinating story, and thank you for everything you've contributed towards Sapphire. And we wish you absolutely all the best in your retirement, and great to have a conversation today. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin.